nick of time, but we're actually bringing you all kinds of great gifts in the nick of time. Terry will be with you momentarily, but something needed to be changed on her microphone, so I hopped back in.
I know I said it earlier, but I gotta say, I think the show should be called Mary Beth Saves Christmas, because you saved our sinuses with the air purifier, saved our souls with the Bible, our photos with our Fuji camera, and now you're gonna be saving our lives.
That's a good point.
Very true.
I got to tell you, this is probably one of the most important things. I would say the Bible and this, two of the most important things you could buy at QVC or anywhere. But this is a carbon monoxide alarm with an emergency flashlight, brand new today for $49.98. And here's the thing, so many people die just totally they do not need to do that, and it's all because they didn't put a carbon monoxide detector in their home.
Remember a couple of years ago, people were going on vacation and they were dying on vacation.
Yes, exactly.
That's scary.
I know it.
But so this is what Eton did. They gave you I call it the carbon monoxide on steroids.
Okay.
Because what this does, you have an emergency flashlight. You can run without having it plugged into the wall because it also takes batteries, but it even has an LCD screen in the front. So if you look at that little screen that's right here in the front, it even counts down. It actually looks for all the parts per million of poisonous gas that's in the air. So that carbon monoxide, it actually shows up. So maybe for some people, might be a little bit more resilient. Maybe some people are a little bit more compromised.
Right.
Let's say you go on vacation, take this with you, put it in that hotel room.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell if that room is safe, because I can tell you, carbon monoxide, it's odorless. You can't tell.
You can't see it. You can't smell it.
Yes.
You don't know it's there until you feel rotten. And you think you're just coming down with the flu.
Yep.
And that's, the problem is people then lay down, go to sleep, and they don't wake up. I just want to read something to you. According to the NCSL website article, carbon monoxide, or CO poisoning, is the second most common cause of non-medicinal poisoning death. And according to that same website, with some variation from state to state, several states regulate carbon monoxide detectors in private dwellings. And that's the whole thing. If you maybe even think you have some in your home, when were they put there?
Yeah, and it's actually required in 37 states, not in all the states, but 37. So, but this is something that you'd have on in your garage. You should have this on the first floor, on the second floor, in your bedrooms.
On each level, right? Definitely in the basement.
Because people just think carbon monoxide just comes from cars.
Yeah,
no. It's a generator. It's a gas stove. It's a wood-burning stove. Anything that might, let's say if your chimney has a bird's nest in there, it's clogging it up. So that gas comes back down.
I see.
And you just don't know. So it's scary, and we're not trying to scare you, but this is definitely one of those items that gives you a little bit more oomph and protection.
I say better safe than sorry.
Yes, or you're going to need that Bible.
But now Terry, but Terry's going to take you from here. I'll see you later.
Thank you so much.
Can you hear now?
Yes, I can hear now. I can talk now. Can you hear me?
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
If it needs anything, I can hear you.
I have a question. I have a question.
What's your question?
So I think you were just getting there, but should there be one in every room or every floor?
To be safe, you should have one in the bedrooms, especially if you have young kiddies and everything like that, because they're kind of lower to the ground. And sometimes gas settles to the bottom. You should have one definitely in a garage, because nowadays cars have that auto start and auto shut off feature built in. Sometimes people, they get out of the car and the car's still running and they don't know. You should have one in the kitchen. Honestly, anywhere that you think that you're running any kind of gas, you should definitely have one. If you go on vacation, take this with you, because it has a screen that will tell you parts per million of how many things are out there, and like if there's anything bad in the air. So if there's carbon monoxide, that's going to tell you. You have your test button. This also has that green light that says it's powered through the wall. If not, you'll have it powered through the battery. This also has a flashing light. So let's say if you're hard of hearing, but if you can still see the light, you'll know
what's going on. Now, if it detects it, does it go off a big alarm?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a big alarm. It's almost ear-piercing, but some people might be a little bit harder of hearing. Maybe they have...
So light flashing and...
So you have the audio alarm and you have the light flashing. Now, this product is guaranteed to work for 10 years.
Wow.
It actually says 10 years. Now, that's longer than most people's relationships. And so so you're basically getting into a relationship with your
carbon monoxide.
Yes, and it's going to be there for you. And if something ever goes bad, where with other carbon monoxides, you can't really tell. With this, it'll flash like a little red light saying that it's bad. So it will have a little light.
Now, are there ever times, I'm getting a whole education on this, by the way, right now.
Sure.
Are there ever any times that it would be, like right now they're all at 0,
They're all
which is
zero.
a good sign
So we're
here,
safe.
right?
Yeah. So
okay, but would it ever go up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, so if it starts going up, then you have to start questioning. I'm like, okay, should I be turning on the fan? Is there something wrong? Is there a leak coming out of the boiler? Like, what? I should be worried. I should start calling somebody before it gets worse. But watch this too. If there's like no power, and let's say we get an power outage, and like the light goes down and everything like that, this even has a built-in protection of a flashlight. I mean, I use it as a little nightlight, but you can use it as a flashlight too. So
if it's in the middle of the night, it goes off, you grab it, take it out, use the flashlight, and get out of the house.
Yeah, so if I go back here and I grab this, and there's a little button on the side, I can pull this right off. Now, if you notice, it is still working because it has. I always tell people it's got good batteries. So it comes with 2 Energizer batteries. I always tell people, like, if they're going to give you Energizer batteries, you know they put thought into it.
That's right.
It's a good unit. So you have that. It's still up and running, so I can run this for 30 hours. Now it also has that built-in flashlight that I can turn on and off. So
whenever you want.
Yeah. You know what? I can go on vacation with this.
We
this
have
is what you
a
want.
testimonial video from Pat, which I've seen before. Can we watch that? Because it's
Oh, yeah.
really eye-opening.
I remember when that happened.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Pat James Dementry, and I wanted to take just a moment to share something very personal and sort of a mission, and that is to make sure you and your family and the people you love have a carbon monoxide detector. You know, I had had a carbon monoxide detector for years, plugged it in, never thought about it. I only had one. One night when I was laying in bed, it went off, but just for a couple of minutes. I didn't really think anything about it. Went through my day, got off the air. On the way home, something said to me, you know what, maybe you should go buy a new one, because I thought that one was broken. So I'll be honest, I stopped, I bought one for each floor. When I got them home and I plugged them in, they were blaring. Because realize carbon monoxide is odorless, it didn't smell like anything, and I thought it couldn't be happening to me. Well, thank goodness I did that, because those carbon monoxide detectors saved my life and my family's life. When I called 911, they came and they made sure that everything was fine.
See, that's scary.
It is really scary. You don't know how long they've been there. You don't even know if they're working anymore.
This you always will.
$12.50 on Easy Pay. Get one for every room in the house if you can, at least every floor. The 59979 is your item number. Could be a gift, and we guarantee it will be under the tree. Thank you so much, Oscar.
Oh, anytime. Good
and
to see
you're
you.
right. Mary Beth saves Christmas in this show. I love it. All right, so, and she saved me with this.